late night after moving a whole bunch of stuff into moving trucks, emptying out the house for the most part. We're getting ready to move to Michigan. In fact, we're gonna be probably pulling out of here tomorrow, something like that. So we're gonna be leaving soon and getting on the road. So thought I'd open up and see if anybody had any questions about the move, things like that. But the studio, hey, what's going on? Addicted RC, Outlaw Law, what's up? Studio is empty. Everything is gone out of here. It's crazy. What's going on, everybody? CCxRC, Lauren, Cronish. But yeah, this was the space. You can see where the son of a digger's, I guess a piece of a truck used to be. So all gone. I thought I'd just jump on and try to answer a few questions if anybody has any. But yeah, we're heading to Grand Rapids area. Moving is not fun, Addicted to RC. Man, yeah, still not unpacked from 5 years ago. What's going on, Bull Gear? Yeah, so we just had two 28-foot U-Pack trucks, basically the semi-truck ones, trailers that they tow for you, pulled out of our driveway. And so those are 5 to 7 days in transit up to Michigan, and then they can be two days or so at that spot before we can get to our stuff. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to a lot of that, but man, there are so many boxes of RCs on that truck. I have to like my wife away for like a pedicure or something when we unload the truck that has all the RC stuff in it, so she doesn't start counting boxes. Hey, what's going on, Joe? Allen Park, oh yeah, man. So originally I'm from the more eastern, southeastern side of the state, just outside of Ann Arbor, Flint, kind of halfway between the two places. That's what used to be home. But yeah, first building a new house should be one of those Kyosho Blizzard Snowcats. I almost bought one at our local hobby town. They have one there. I don't know who it's for in Virginia Beach for that one day of snow we get here. Yeah, go blue, baby. So I ended up getting the 64 instead. That's it, basically. So yeah. I've been drinking my bubbly water, but I didn't get it this time because the Kroger stuff was just so much cheaper and it's not nearly as good. You're gonna be up there next week, Bull Gear? I don't know if we're gonna be there next week or not. We don't actually go to close on our house until like the 11th. So we're gonna be camping in Virginia for a little bit. I'm gonna try to hit the Solid Showdown. Showtime that does for solid axle trucks in Richmond. So that's kind of on the agenda, is to try and get to that. You like the Red Cat video? Man, that thing is so much fun. I just kind of scratched the surface with it. Basically charged up the battery, pulled it out of the box, and just had to try it out. And my neighbor came over, so we started talking, and I got distracted. I was trying to film at the same time. Then the sun went down. Then I had to do some other moving stuff. Something arrived that I had to work on. I don't remember what now. What day was that I actually filmed that? So I filmed that a couple days ago. But yeah. Brad up in Flint, hope to run up to. So yeah, my mom lives in Fenton, just outside of Flint. My brother lives in the Swartz Creek area. It's not Swartz Creek, it's off a hill road by the mire there, whatever that is. But yeah, hey, RC84 Films. But so I'll be over that way some, and I saw that they do the backyard crawler addicts or something like that. Backyard RC addicts, backyard crawler addicts, and that is that's not far from where my mom is. So I'll be going to that and So I'll see some of the people that are over in that area of the state as well doing RC on the eastern side. Plus, I hope to get some of the Michigan Monsters races down. I don't actually know where they do it. It's, I don't even remember what road it was off of anymore. I wanted to say Eureka, but it's not. It's Larry's Performance RC. And yeah, so that's a big, huge complex there, RC Superstore almost. It's a big place. So hopefully I'll get to some of those races, but looks like there's a lot. Walter RC Park it's a guy has a farm, does all kinds of Van Dyke and 23 Mile. You know it, Joe. That's it, Van Dyke. I was on the wrong side there. Eureka, that's heading downriver toward the airport and that. So anyway, I'm trying to still think where my brother lives, what that's called. Grand Blanc. Grand Blanc is the area. That's it. Trail Crawlers RC, been there a lot. Cool shop. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be the new home. We're gonna be in Coopersville, and so that's the west side off of 96. You pass a dump, you smell it. That's for sure. Not at the house, but from the freeway. I think some people were calling it Poopersville when I was trying to look stuff up about it online. But that's kind of the area where we're going to be. We're going to be on the river there. It's on the Grand River, I guess the house is. And we'll have about 3 acres. The unfortunate thing, in my opinion, is that a lot of that acreage is the front yard. I like it where, like right now, we're in a cul-de-sac. We've only got like 1.2 acres, but it feels massive because it's a pie shape and it all is in the back. So it's gonna be different. There's good and bad. It puts you closer to the river, but we're still far enough away that it's not even a flood zone, which is good. I've worked disaster relief for a long time, and being in a flood zone is not somewhere where I wanted to live. In fact, I had serious doubts about wanting to live on a river at all. So you almost went to Backyard Addicts last time you were up there. Stopped by a local hobby shop there, and they recommended it. What local hobby shop did you go to? Ryder's Hobby Shop? There's also like RC Crawl Zone or RC Crawlspace. I guess it's supposed to be the largest indoor crawler place in Michigan or something like that. But yeah, look at this. Empty. Everything's empty in here for the most part. This is our big sunroom. All empty. The koi pond's out here. Right out the window from this. See, crawl space in Grand Rapids. Okay. That was the like hangout zone. Still have some cleanup to do out there, it looks like. And then the in-laws lived over there, which we converted that garage. So they're gonna be moving with us. And that makes it hard to shop for a house. I tell you what, it's not easy to find one, which is why ours was so desired, is that there's enough people that are looking for a place for their in-laws to live with them that our house, I mean, it went so fast and above asking like crazy. So that was a blessing. I missed a few comments here. Oh, Joe saying he might have to come that side. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Airborne RC? I think Crawlspaces in Grand Rapids, a small space behind Tattoo Shop. Pretty cool place. Well, there's 2 places in Grand Rapids to crawl now. So one of them is called Reaction Hobbies. I've been doing research since before we moved. Steve D from Howell, Michigan. I know Howell, man. We used to hang out in that area all the time. I'm trying to turn this other light on. Howell, Brighton, Heartland. That place, they've all blown up since I was living there. That other side of 96 from Milford and all that. New Kent on the way up to Brighton there. Getting off at Milford Road, that stuff's crazy. The Crawlspace and tattoo shop are the same owners. Okay. Am I, Will Darby, am I still gonna race RC monster truck or no? Yes. In fact, I will be going, hopefully, I say this very reluctantly now because of what happened with Axial Fest Badlands, which when we did not go to Axial Fest Badlands, we were in Michigan and we were looking at houses. Uh-oh, Bulgier's telling on himself. Oh, he's been in most hobby shops everywhere. Yeah, so hello from Muskegon. That's not too far from where we'll be. Yeah, so we're gonna keep racing monster trucks. I think No Limit, the guys I run with here, are gonna be at Horizon RC Fest in September. And so I'm planning to drive down for that. It's only a couple hours from where we're gonna be. Couple meaning like 4 or 5, which is way better than the 15 or whatever it is currently to get there, 14. So yeah, so that's the plan. We're gonna race the monster trucks there. I saw that there's a No Limit RC of Michigan, and they were actually recently at the backyard Crawler Addicts place. They were one of the sponsors, and they had some mud races, and it said some monster truck racing. I don't know what that looked like. I didn't see a video of that. I saw some other video, but no monster trucks. So we'll be getting that going if it's not going. I have on order one of the live RC or lifetime RC drag poles and systems and the software to run it. So yeah, Steve G said yes, No Limit was there. Were they running monster trucks or just mud trucks, or what were they doing? But anyway, I'm on the list, the waiting list. I put my deposit down to get one of those timing systems. Drag tree is the same as what we use for running monster trucks, so it can be used for drag racing or for monster trucks. Will Darby, I want to start racing. Yeah, it's really fun. They're short races though, so you have to be prepared for that. Hey, what's going on, RC Daniel? You know, I wish, well, what we do is everybody races a lot of trucks. There's different ways you can do it. If everybody's got multiple trucks like we do, it's just about everything running. Okay, so they're doing mud truck racing. I didn't see that. So what they do in California is they run multiple races on one day. So what we do is we run a bajillion classes, and so we don't run multiple races, we run multiple classes, but you have like cars in all the different classes. That way you end up racing a lot in a day. So yeah, Horizon Hobbies website still says, yeah, I'm gonna have to see about that, because now with stuff locking down again and it being in Illinois, who knows what'll happen. They can have Lollapalooza, but I'm gonna guarantee that they might shut down Horizon Fest. Don't want to get into politics though. Yeah, details coming soon. Worried it's gonna get canceled. Am I still gonna race at Digger's Dungeon? If I do, it will only be for the big races, Memorial Day weekend. So yeah. Steve D, where are you moving to? Coopersville, just west of Grand Rapids, between Grand Rapids and Grand Haven, basically. Brandon, yeah, man. I won't be too far from Steve O.D., maybe 3 hours, something like that. So, just saw some pictures of him. He had a big battle with cancer, and it's so good to see him kind of, you know, getting the mustache back and getting a little bit more life in his eyes again. It's looking good. Bulgier has relatives in Grand Haven. Very cool. I know friends that have, so in Michigan, so many people have, like, their house and then they've got a cottage somewhere. So if you live on the east side, southeast side, you usually have a cottage somewhere up north or to the west where there's a bunch of lakes and stuff. and acreages that you can get for fairly cheap. I mean, I say that, I mean, it's not super cheap, but it's cheaper than if you do it near a city. Like right near Grand Rapids, when we were trying to get the properties, like I was looking at acreages of 50 acres, 20 acres, 10. Awesome one we found that had 8. But yeah. In fact, we were putting in an offer on the one that was 8 acres. It just wasn't big enough with the 2-family thing going on, with the in-laws being there. And they were gonna had a finished basement that they were gonna have, and then there was a whole barn for me to do RC out of. And then all these pastures that they had that were in hills and awesome acreage. And then they had horse trails through the woods, which would have been awesome for crawling. It was like perfect. And it was just getting bid up, and it just wasn't enough house for us to, since we have, my brother lives there, my wife's brother and his family live there, my mom, we just wouldn't have extra space for people to come and visit. And that's part of the reason we're looking forward to getting back to Michigan, is to be by family. So we wanted a place that would have some space for them to be able to come. So instead of looking at those kind of properties, and all of them also, if you wanted anything decent, it was 40 minutes outside of, that we could afford, was 40 plus minutes outside of Grand Rapids, which is a lot of driving for my wife. But yeah. So we tried to find something close enough. Will be about 20 minutes for her, which is really decent. It's less than what she's driving now. And then we couldn't have all the acreage, but we're gonna have the river, which, you know, in my mind, I wanted off-road stuff and to be able to have fun and, you know, get side-by-sides and all that. Well, the trade-off is there's a ton of stuff right nearby to go and do that with the sand dunes and off-road parks and all of that. But we have the river that literally it can go all the way out to Lake Michigan, or it just goes all over the place. So we'll have endless places we can go right from our yard. So it kind of opens that up, makes it feel bigger than, what's that? Oh, my cats. I thought there was somebody at the door. What's going on, Riff Raff? My cat's just attacking bugs. Gandalf's always doing something cute. Hey, what's going on, Buck? Thomas Downey. I saw somebody else, Kevin Gibbs, I see jumped into. Axiomatic. I pretty much did get kicked in the nuts though, Axio. When we had to move everything in. When the 2 trailers showed up, we were like, wow, we overguessed that. We're only gonna need 1 trailer. And then that filled all the way up to the ceiling, all the way to the end of the 28-foot trailer. And we still had stuff that had to go in. So we ended up filling the whole second trailer, not all the way up, because we did things like we put the golf cart in and we put wheelbarrows and all, just big stuff on the ground. But it filled the 28 feet distance, which is nuts. But yeah. Actually, here's some of the stuff I got you guys. This is going with me to play with. I got the FMS Jimny, came in the mail, and that's a 12th scale, and their LC80 Land Rover. These are super scale, love these, doors open, put figures in, love it. And of course, the 64 is going with. But it sounded like maybe the AC shut off. Turn it off for a second. See if I can go outside here. Where are you going to make your new home? We're going to Grand Rapids area, Michigan. Okay, it's still loud in here. But this is the cleanest this garage has been in forever. The well pump is running. I think the new USA one monster truck is awesome. This is my Bigfoot one. the Freestyle RC. That thing is not going in. That's going to be seat belted into a seat somewhere. So yeah, leaving all this shelving for the guy. That's who used to be our turtle and fish tank stuff. We used to do all that stuff. Those are the paints used in the house, so we're leaving those for them, but it's emptied for the most part. Tomorrow we'll take the last of it out. This is going with me, I think, to the Solid Axle Showdown. What's going on? Oops, broken. JT. But I got 2 of the Black Edition bodies in here. I built the trucks out of it, but there's the bodies that people want in there, hard bodies. And this is just a whole bunch of extra parts for SMT10. So yeah. That is what's left of the outdoor. That's where the studio originally was, if I can call it a studio. Where we used to record the videos, though, is in there. Before we started doing them upstairs. And then this was the living room, kitchen, which we just remodeled. We've done a lot of work because we weren't planning to move. Yeah, it's so weird with it being so empty. There was so much stuff in there you don't even want to know. James is from Fraser, Michigan. Very cool. Where's that near? That's like, is that downriver? Or is that over by like East Point, Grosse Point? Fraser. I'm trying to think of where that is. James, sure, I have a lipo buying problem. Oh man. You and me both, man. You want to see my lipo stack? This is very unsafe. So I actually don't approve of this message. Roseville, Clinton Township. Okay, yeah. Yep, East, yeah. That's what I thought. My wife's from East Point. 9 Mile and Groesbeck. These are the Big Daddy bat safes. Stacked. 1. Oh, another one. This one's all the way filled to the top. That's bad news right there. Somebody sat on that one. So yeah, they're big. There's a 10 scale monster truck, and those are full of batteries. And I've got this full to the brim too. Ugh. With batteries. This is what you call a ticking time bomb, basically. Those are riding with me in the camper. So if I hear any, I know to pull over and chuck those things out of the truck. So yeah, that's my insurance policy right there. Not recommended, not usually stacked that tight together. That's for storage. Riff Raff, man, Bob, you should totally go to the Upper Peninsula. One of the most beautiful places. Akron, Ohio. Oh yeah, I've been to Akron. Airborne RC. I have lipo bags inside of there right now because I also usually store some in lipo bags. Oh yeah, 14 in Groesbeck. Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Not far from the mall that's over there. I don't know if it's still there. But yeah, we used to hang out there all the time. JT, when's the last day here? Tomorrow. We're going to Richmond though for a few days. And then from Richmond, we'll go up to Grand Haven and camp for a few days. And then we'll go to buy the house, which is Macomb Mall. That's it. Yeah, and we actually used to go further down there to like Mount Clemens, Mount Morris. And they used to have like a swing club and all that down there we used to go to. That's probably not still there. But back in the late 90s, early 2000s, we'd go swinging down there. But yeah. What was it? Cherry Poppin' Daddies and all those groups. Brian Setzer Orchestra. So yeah, we leave here very soon. We weren't scheduled to leave till Wednesday, but there's some weather coming through here and we just want to get on the road. Because I'm towing now my tractor and my lawnmower behind the RV. So it's gonna be sketch. I've never towed it before. It's a brand new trailer. Not like that, Axial. Dancing. But yeah. It looks like a great spot where we're gonna land, so we're excited about that. And there's Meyer, so that's cool. Verner's, Superman ice cream, Faygo. People use like double negative things, like, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, we definitely do that. So you always start with the opposite of what you mean, and then, yeah, no, we don't do that. No, yeah, for sure. Bash your boy, what's going on? But yeah, that's our big news. And then if we make it safely with the RV and all that, we should be good. Oh, yeah, no. You got it, Airborne RC. It's almost Canadianisms. Just a little bit less. Little light on the for sure A's. We don't have the O's that go, ooh, a boot. But we do the, yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah, no. I miss that stuff. Hey, Trail Critter. My boys are already practicing over the top. They're sounding more Canadian than Michigan. And it's a boot, not a boot. But yeah, so we were we'd go through to Windsor all the time from Detroit when we were in that area. But I'm excited. I'm just ready to get on the road. That's where I'm like, let's leave a night early. I got to test the braking system because it's like a Bluetooth system by Kurt Trailer. And you hook up, it's an Echo system that goes between your 7-point connector to your RV to the trailer, because the trailer has brakes. And then, yeah, it's somehow Bluetooth lets you set your sensitivities and all that and have your phone up as your brake system in the RV. So we'll see how that goes, but I haven't used it yet. I'm a little sketched out about not having used it yet and getting ready to do a 14-hour drive, which will be much longer than that when it really happens. So it's probably going to be more like a 16 to 18-hour drive. But we've got stops anyway. Like we're going to be in Richmond, so we're already going to be a couple hours in to the trip when we start. So maybe it will be a 14-hour trip when we actually get going. But I think the plan is we don't have a campground in between nights, so we're probably going to pull off at a Flying J or whatever and spend the night. Just trying to get out of this humidity that's down here, 96 the past couple days, 94%, instant sweat. Josh Rhodes, yeah, man, you had a big drive. But it won't be, we'll be closer to St. Louis then too, so Hopefully I can get to some of that racing as well that you guys do. Zach pitcher, instant sweat all over in Georgia. Yeah, man. I hate it, honestly. People complain about the winters. The only thing that's going to piss me off about the winters, I think, I mean, there's a couple things, but the rusty cars and the mufflers that have to get replaced. Haven't had to replace a single muffler down here. I thought that was something that just wore out. I didn't realize that it was just the stinking salt on the roads. So yeah. It is what it is. See you, JT, man. Thanks for stopping in. I saw I missed a call from you the other day. I've missed a lot of calls and a lot of messages, and it's been so busy here. 75 to 87 in Michigan for the next 10 days. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to get some undercoating. You're right, CCxRC. What's going on, Booster? FPV, you coming down for the showdown? All right, that sounds good, JT. Yeah, we get them undercoated, but it's still... Maybe it's better now. I just remember we were always, and my dad always bought vans, and they always got like aftermarket cutout windows and all that. And so no matter what they did, the paint bubbled around the windows, and then around the fenders, all the stuff that they cut in after. You know, they start with a stock van shell, then they cut in based on what you get done to it. And they always bubbled. He'd be rusting out everything, barely holding on to the step. He lived in New Hampshire whole life. The rust isn't that bad, but the winter still sucks. I guess it depends on the car, and they've changed the cars enough nowadays. There's so much plastic on them. Oh, and it's calcium chloride and not salt anymore. Oh, so that probably helps a lot. Trail Critter, yeah, I'm planning to get a plow for the tractor. That's gonna be one of the first things that I get up there. Mike, I have a very big room coming above a 3-car garage. That's gonna be my RC room / studio / office. So basically what I had up here, but longer, I think. So it'll be good. Hey, what's going on, Cody? I'm gonna check out here. I just want to give you guys an update, let you know. I'm gonna try and post some videos. Yeah, I will. I don't want anything to do with Louisiana except maybe in February. But yeah, so you doing driveways? Yeah, I bet you make some good money doing that. So yeah, so the videos will be a little bit sparse depending on internet. I'm hoping to go to the showdown this weekend, so that'll have some content that I can shoot there. And then I think, other than, you know, I think one of the places we're gonna camp says it has an RC track. What I saw looked like a couple paths in the woods, but still, if they got a place to run RCs, we'll do something there, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I need to get a snowplow for the tractor. That'll be great because we got a pretty good sized driveway, circle driveway. And then, yeah. Yeah, I'll at least post some pictures and stuff like that. And I'll do it to YouTube too. I've been doing it to, I started the new website, if you guys haven't seen it, CCxRC.com. So I've been posting some stuff there. Some of it's just the videos posting there as well, but there's been some other content. So I'll probably post an update there where I may not have done the a video or whatever. I might do a post with pictures or whatever, but yeah. What's going on, Matthew? What are you saying about a snow blower? Oh yeah, and the snow blower as well. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had a cab for the deer. When I first saw it, I'm like, who needs that? Now I'm thinking, oh, I know. People that get snow. Just makes it a little bit more tricky to park. So I'll just bundle up. But yeah, the cabs at this point, too expensive, I think, to add, unless they make an aftermarket one that's more like a wrap. Get a snowplow for the Jeep. Yeah, I could do that, but I got the tractor. But the Jeep does have heat, so that is one of the positives of doing that, I guess. So, anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I gotta go out and see if they're asleep or not. Everybody's out in the camper right out here. Looks like the lights are out. There's one lamp on in there. So I gotta shut down in here. I came in here to shower. They were watching Duck Dynasty. So now I gotta shut off all the lights, lock up, and then go to the camper to sleep because we threw out all of our mattresses because the house that we're moving into is fully furnished, which is crazy. Thanks for the safe travel messages, everybody. Man, why is that thing running nonstop right now? I thought I turned off the AC. AC upstairs. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. It's gonna be an adventure, that's for sure. And I've got the little RCs. I've got my Gen 8 with that new Spectrum crawler system in it. I've got my CCx I ended up putting the Italian away because I ran out of room. But I've got 2 LMTs, I think, with me. So I got some stuff to play with. And I've got a boatload of batteries that'll bring down the ship out there if we're not careful. All right, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning in. This was totally unplanned. Thanks for jumping in. And we'll catch you later. If I did a trip video, you know, that would just kind of be, I don't know. I'm trying to think what that would be like. So I'm not sure. Not sure that I'm gonna do a trip video. We'll do some videos on the road, but only for playing and doing some stuff like that. Catch you guys later.